Okay, now we are doing option 3 for the covers for the Paper Dream Printable Mini Album Template Album B Portrait. Here's option 1 for the cover. And then here is option 2 for the covers. And those links will be in the description box below, so if you want to check those 2 ways of doing the covers out. And then of course there is the original way. This link will also be in the description box below to put together the cover, because none of these, all 3 of these options, I didn't do it this way. I didn't do it this way. So that'll be in the description box below too. Okay, so we are doing the main base B, the album B, and then the covers are on page 41, which is right here. So I'm going to be needing this. I'm getting the whole set of templates. I'm getting the base template, the secondary template, and the traceable template out. So you need page 41, and then the spine is on page 43, and you need the 1/2 inch 4-page spine if you're doing it exactly like I'm doing it. And then the binding is on page 46, which I've already got that cut out and ready to go. And we're going to be using a recycled box. This is a fruit roll-up box. I found one that is the exact same spine size. The side of the box is the same as the spine. So I decided we were going to try to use one of these as the covers. So let me move this. So here's what I'm going to do. So the spine is already the correct size. So I think I'm going to lay it this way. And I'm going to take, since this is the cover template, I'm going to take it and I'm going to lay it down on here. Just like this, I think. And I'm going to trace the top and the bottom and the side. I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to get my paper trimmer out, my Fiskars heavy duty rotary paper trimmer, and I'm going to lay it this way. I'm going to try to turn it the other way here. So I'm going to cut both sides to the right height at the same time. That's what's nice about this paper trimmer, is it will go through 2 layers of cereal box. And actually, it would be better to pull down versus push up when you're doing something like this. I don't know why I didn't start that way in the first place, but there you have it. Okay, so then, oh, it moved on me. Did it move too much? Let's see. Nope. I think it'll be fine. It moved a little bit, but it's fine. Okay, so now that we got the correct top and bottom, I'm going to go ahead and slice this edge off here. It moved on me too. Good grief, I'm not pushing hard enough. Then I'm going to get my template back out, and I'm going to trace the side of this one. See how you can, I don't know if you can see from there, but it's slightly off, but we're just going to go with it. It is what it is. Mistakes happen, so I'm not going to stress about it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that edge off. So now we should be the correct size for our mini album. Let me move this out of the way. Alright, here's what I'm going to do, I think. I have a roll of, y'all remember when I spilt that blue paint everywhere? This was in the vicinity. It's got blue stuff on it. Or not paint, it was India ink spray. It was India ink spray. So I think I'm going to cover it with this. This is what I think I'm going to do. So I'm going to figure out a way to trim this down a little bit so I'm not dealing with such a big roll here. Whoa, I just hit you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim it down again just a little bit. Just a little bit more, just so it's not so big. I think this is just like paper you can buy for like an easel or packing paper or stuff like that. I don't remember exactly, but I'm thinking that's what. Let me flip it this way. Maybe that'll. Okay, so I'm going to attach the raw side of the box here to the paper, so that'll be what's showing along the front. So I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac. I don't know how well it's gonna, if it's gonna show through the paper or not. This is kind of an experiment, so I'm just gonna see what happens. So this one is for the one with the white base. The pages for the white base. Did that make sense? Did I just make any sense? I'm not sure if I did or not. Alright, so I'm going to get a good amount of glue on there. Plenty. And then I'm just going to flip it over. And smooth it out. I'm going to wiggle it a little bit if I can. And just smooth it out, and I'm going to flip it over. Oh, you can see a little bit of the white, the glue marks showing through. So, that's something to be careful of. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can. Alright, so I'm not going to worry about it. It's fine. It's no big deal. And I'm going to trim this extra part off here. So, the same thing, I'm just going to miter the corners. Should I be more neat about this? I'm not real sure. I'm not real sure what I want to do yet. I'm going to load these in on themselves a little bit. I'm wondering if I should cut the paper just to be a little bit neater. Nah. Alright, so I'm going to miter my corners here. Wow, that was a really steep. Is that what? No, the angle wouldn't be steep. Well, maybe. So I'm just going to cut the corners off. Messing with curled up paper is not fun. I know it looks a little crazy right now, but I think the end result is going to be just as awesome as the other ones. So I'm not even going to score it with my bone folder. I'm just going to press it with my fingers. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and do the same for this one, for the ends, the top and the bottom. And I think I'm going to use my tape runner for this, to attach this real quick. Because it's going to have, a mat on the inside, so it should be fine. I'm just going to run a few strips of it. I didn't put it on the corners. I should have. Like on these corners. Well, maybe I'll have to do this. Because I didn't do my miter corners very well. But that's okay. So I'm going to cut whatever that is off. And so you can still see the pattern through the white paper, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that just yet. I am going to have to give that a little bit of thought. But I really wanted to, when I discovered that this was the right spine size, I thought, oh, perfect. I love to use recycled material, so I'm gonna make it work. Okay. All right, so I'm pretty sure these are the mats. I think this is I'm pretty sure. I already pre-cut because when I made my other one, I went ahead and cut something. Yeah. So this is the mat that's supposed to go on there. And you know what? You can't really see anything. So I think I'll just cut a strip that will go right here to cover this. And that'll be that, because you can see the glue marks on this side, but again, most of this is going to be covered. So where's that? This piece I cut off here. I wonder if I got a big enough piece that doesn't have glue on it. That'll be covered if I put it like that. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this piece here and I'm going to trace it out on the top there so that it matches. I might as well just go ahead and be neat about it and trace it all out all the way around. Which I could have just used my actual traceable template because it was sitting right there. So this was the biggest white paper that I had. I guess I could have used like some drawing paper or some watercolor paper or stuff like that. But I figured this is pretty cheap and it's white. And I can cover big stuff with it, even though this isn't that big, but it's bigger than a 12 by 12 piece cardstock. So I had to do something different. All right, so I'm going to, how do I want to attach this one down? I think I'm going to have to put the score tape in the middle just so that it doesn't pull up. Because that's going to be holding all the pages in. Like that. I think I'll just use my tape runner to attach it down. I think really that's all it's going to need, because it's going to have a mat over top of it anyway. Boy, I am not using my tape runner very well, and I was a little out of screen there. I bent my corner down. All right, let me pull this backing off. Okay. So even though this one's got blue dots on it, I am going to try to make sure those blue dots are in the center so it gets covered up by the spine piece. I mean the, gosh. So it gets covered up by the binding piece. There. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start, that's why I should have put more glue there, because of this. And see it, I don't know if you can see, but it bubbles. See how it bubbled? Well, there you go. That's why I should have added more glue. I know I was thinking that I should add more glue. Why don't I need to add more glue? I don't need to add more glue. Yeah, you do. So I should have added glue on those sides, but I didn't, so we are moving on. And you won't see most of that anyway, so it's really not going to matter. Okay, so like I said, I've already cut all of my mats, so they're going to go here and here. This is the secondary mat for the cover. It's the off-white one or cream one. So I'm going to go ahead and attach those down. I'm so excited to be using some recycled material. Yay! I have a whole box of it in my other room. I call it my PSS room, my packing, shipping, and storage room. But I don't do a whole lot of packing and shipping anymore. It's just mostly storage, and now I'll do my nails in there. But it's part of my my space, you know. It was my youngest son's bedroom before my oldest son moved out and bought his own house. And then my youngest son moved into his bedroom. So I had an extra bedroom and I decided to claim it as my own. And I did. Oops, I keep twisting this the wrong way. Alright, so then put that one on there like that. Flip it over. Oh, throwing it. Okay, and then I'm going to add this to one of the front or the back covers. Right now it doesn't matter which one's which. You can see a little bit of my whoopsie paper trimming job over there, but oh well. And then I'm going to add this one over here. Like that. And then my spine piece, I already cut a piece. I think it's right. So I wanted to see if I cut it right, and I did. And the past couple videos, I showed you how to, or the past video, I showed you how to figure out, you know, how to mat your spine here. So that's good. So I'm going to add that. Okay. Looking good. I'm going to ink the edges and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got all the edges inked, and just like with this one, I'm going to have to add the old book pages, and then I'm going to have to do another white layer, I think. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Alrighty, I have decided what I'm going to do. I am not going to use the old book page because, alright, the reason I'm not going to use the old book page is because I want to be able to use all three mats for the main base B page, and it's the same height as that mat. So all you're going to see is a little bit sticking out on each side. So I decided to ixnay the old book page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the white base. So I took my main base B and I traced it out onto white cardstock and cut it out, and I made 4. And then I took the secondary template and made 4 black mats, and then I'm using the 4x6 journaling cards for the top traceable template part. So I'm just going to start adding these, and I also cut my spine pieces the exact same way that I did for the option 2 cover. Okay, so I'm just going to add these. Now this is not going to be exactly center, so I just need to try to make it look pretty decent. It's not too bad. Maybe over a little bit this way. No, it looks funny the other way. Okay. And we'll put this one over here. I'm not going to put anything right there right now. Alright, we'll flip it back over. And then I've got my black mats already cut. Traced them out and cut them out. I cut them out at the same time, so to save time and only have to trace out once. So these should have 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Just like that. Everything's down. Alright, I'm going to flip it back over. And so I've already got my traceable templates. The top part, these are 4x6 journaling cards, so these are going to go on the outside and these are going to go on the inside. And then this was just a scrap from my other stuff. I just found one that was big enough that I could cut down to fit just perfect. So I am going to add these mats, and I'm going to put glue on both of them, and maybe even the spine. What the heck? What the hey? That way my glue quits getting so mad at me. And so then this is the traceable template size, so it should be 1/8 of an inch smaller than the black mat underneath there. So there's that one. And then let's add this one. Well, And then let's add this one. Right, looks pretty cool. Cool. That one might be slightly crooked. Now I need to decide which one's going to be the front cover. The one that's the least crooked, Jennifer, that's the one. They kind of both look a little crooked. Oh well. I don't guess it matters then, does it? We'll just go with that. And then these are going to be on the inside. So these are supposed to go landscape because there's writing this way, but I'm going to put them this way. Glue on. Alright, add this here. I'm going to add this the exact opposite way this way. And again, I'm not going to put anything here, I don't think. I'm going to leave it be for now. We'll see. So there is that. There's those covers. So here's the second option. And here's the first option, right? They all really look very, very, very similar. Right? They look pretty cool. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to add the binding piece and add the pages, and I will be back. I will link that video to show you exactly how to do that down below. Don't forget. And so if you wanted to go see exactly how to do it, then click on that video once you're done watching this one, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I have added the binding piece, and all the pages are in here now, and I think it turned out pretty good. I think it looks really good. I really, really do. So here's the inside, and so there's the first page with the insert, and the second page, and the third page, and the fourth page. And it looks pretty good, right? I think so. All of those links will be below. So I wanted to show you the different options again. The second and the third, they kind of look the same visually on camera, but yeah, this one is the one with all 3 layers. So I had to add that extra white in there. But anyway, so option 1, option 2, option 3. So I hope you give all 3 of them a good go and see which one you like the most. So the next video is going to be on embellishing the pages and the covers. So that'll be fun. It's probably one of the hardest things for me to do is to embellish the pages and the covers. So that'll be the next video. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Bye.